Before I can explain what my training means to me now, I have to go back to the reasons I began to train. I knew I had to do something about my attitude. I noticed I was having an increasing problem with authority, particularly with people around my own age. How could this be a new problem for me at my age? I was getting so combative and impatient at meetings I started to skip them if possible. In the meantime, when I turned 40, I decided to accomplish all those goals in my life that had somehow eluded me, or more accurately, that I failed to act on. Studying the martial arts happened to be one of those goals, and this new problem of mine offered the perfect opportunity to start. I remember sitting down with Mrs. Donato. She talked about the many reasons people start martial arts, and then she asked me why I wanted to take martial arts. What did I want to get out of it? Physical and emotional discipline. It also helped that the Donatos were around my age, a direct challenge to my problem when the class got tough, and I knew it would eventually get tough. Getting in shape was also appealing. Learning how to defend myself was not a specific goal, as I had done enough of that fighting growing up in New York and Camden. I started a journal on my first day of martial arts class, and I read through the entire journal before I started this essay. I've come a long way. Reading through my journal, I had forgot that I had just completed my bachelor's degree in information systems and brought my diploma with me to my second class. I knew that was a big accomplishment in my life, but Master Donato's words to me and the class on commitment and setting goals resonated more than they ever would that night. I felt challenged that I needed to set more goals and that I needed to believe that training in the martial arts, and particularly at Donato's Karate, has taught me patience and humility. I am more inclined to look at the big picture, at work versus my possible discomfort with minor details. I have not tried to take over my husband's role as the head of our household just because of my training. Personally, martial arts training has contributed to increasing my courage to go for it. I've always had an interest in becoming a paramedic when I was younger. I actually took the course at Camden County College in the mid-'80s, but I never completed it. Last year I decided to make completing an EMT course one of my goals. On December 31st, 2010, I received New Jersey State certification as an EMT, Emergency Medical Technician. I also started horseback riding lessons and figured maybe in a year or two I may try amateur showing for fun. My instructor just recently came to me and suggested that I should show this year. Martial arts training has given me confidence and drive. It allows me to be better examples to my kids and to try anything and quit nothing. There was a moment during the EMT course when I felt totally overwhelmed, and I talked with my kids about it. As a parent, this point of mutual identity, student, helped me understand my kids' difficulty with certain teachers. Going to martial arts class would invigorate me and solidify my resolve to complete and pass the course. But I did tell myself at the time that if I didn't pass, it wouldn't be because I didn't give 110%. I'm so encouraged and proud of the students at Donato's, young, old, and around my age. It raises you to another level to do your best, because whether you want them to or not, somebody is watching you, and you need to represent the best. My father did not raise me, but years ago he said something to me that I never forgot. He said, "Eleanor, you're a quitter. You start things, but you never finish." I was in my early 20s then, but as much as those words hurt, they were true. The problem or danger when you get cut with words like that is to succumb to them and allow them to predict your future. It wasn't until I turned 40 that I realized that I didn't have to be those words. Life can get in the way of your goals or even setting them. It is naive and arrogant to assume that everyone should be able to live their life a certain way according to a certain time frame. But we can all have a little victory in whatever environment or circumstance. Martial arts have given me drive and yet taught me to pause and think about my effects on others. Do I encourage or tear down? Do I lovingly help? I also truly believe that the encouraging and nurturing atmosphere of Donato's Karate is the difference. You can see that every instructor cares about your individual success, your personal best ability, and they challenge you to stay committed and on track. I look forward to continuing my training in the martial arts at Donato's, because I can only get better as a person, wife, and mother.